the sun sets, we welcome... And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed... Janabek Alimkanuli, one of the most decorated amateurs in the history of the sport, 300 wins. This bout, how will these two fighters handle the... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Misses with the straight left. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
Well, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fight that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight on fight.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That left hook missed. Catch and shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second.
And there's the bell to start round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in counter.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight counter puncher smart.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is! And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they going to tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That's another scoring shot. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Let's get it started in round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter shot. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Those counter punches have to hurt. He misses with that straight left. Those who thought this would be... Whoa, wait a minute! Crawford's legs are all over the place. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Good counter punching. Punches coming from every angle. The courage on display here is incredible. He threw a punch and just got countered. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Get focused. Get your mind on the job.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
There's a counter shot. He scores with the counter. Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter. Can't land the jab there. They exchange punches. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights like that.
There's the bell to start round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Punch, counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Perfect counter shot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. The straight right just misses. Throws the jab but does not score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
He's a knockout without it.
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter shot lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Got out of the way of that right hook. And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Janibek that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Come on, you've let him back into the fight.
Good work.
There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff it.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punch. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They are going to surrender. No mas. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.